So now we can get on with the show and bring on our first guest, and that is our good friend, Yolanda. Hey, girl.
Yay! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to you. It's always so good to see you.
You too, my love.
So happy. What have you been doing? How have you survived the past weeks of the holidays?
Woo! Okay, well, first of all, I have a big announcement to make, and I wanted to do that on your live show. And this is how I've gotten through most of the year. So my husband and I bought some land in southern Vermont, and we'll be moving back to Vermont. Probably it'll take a year or so to actually be living there again. But we're coming back home, and I'm like so happy.
Oh, how nice! How lucky for Vermont.
Oh, and for me, like, oh my God, I need your community. I need the things and the people that I know, love me.
Oh.
And so anyway, I'm so happy about it. We have a lot of renovation to do, and right now we're kind of living in a Jamaica shed.
So you're in New York though now.
Well, right now, yes, I'm in Brooklyn, but we just drove back. We were just up there, and we just drove back this morning to make sure, that I would be here on time with you. So that's my big news. It's really, it all happened during 2020, and it was a series of, I have to say, miraculous events, that unfolded to allow us to create this place. But that's what's on my heart and soul right now, and I've just been so happy about it.
So have you been able to perform the past couple months?
Well, online, it's actually been very amazing, really. I've had a lot of bookings. I've done a lot of work with Drag Queen Story Hour, and those have turned into amazing opportunities at schools and different places. The public library here in New York City that's sponsoring us and everything. So we've been able to do a series of videos and in-person online teachings and readings and stuff like that. And it's just gone over really, really well this year. So I've had an amazing year in that way too. It's just been really cool. Plus, releasing my CD Yolanda Nanda, so that.
Yes. Tell us about that.
So when the year began, I had just finished, and I was working on a few more of them, but I had just finished most of an album that I wanted to call Yolanda Nanda, which the bliss of Yolanda. It's my love of mantras, so Hindu mantras and Sanskrit mantras, and then I mix them a lot of times with old gospel songs that we know and that I rewrite and reconfigure. So that, and also stories. So I created a story to the Kali mantra, which, is the destroyer and then the rebirther, right? So 2020 has been a year of like clearing out what doesn't work, and turning it over to bring something new, So during my Kali mantra meditations, I wrote this little children's book.
Yes, we have a clip about that. So
yeah.
Also show that clip.
A girl, they called her Queero. She was my friend, she was my shero. We are Queero. We are Queero.
All right, you got some explaining to do. Tell us about that.
Well, something woke me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and this song came to me. And what I was remembering was a childhood friend that I had in Alabama, and I grew up in Alabama in the 60s. And, when I came out of the closet in the fourth grade, it wasn't so, good for me in 60s Alabama. And my friend, she became an ally, and we created what we called the Witch Club. And so we proclaimed that we were witches, and we cast spells on all the bullies and bitches, And so I woke up one morning, and they used to call her Queero. Now, we don't know exactly why. However, since she was such good friends with me and everybody called me fag and sissy and all those names, they decided to call her Queero. You know what I mean? So we took it on. The chorus, burn away my shame, burn away my pain, I am Queero, And that so that happened this year. And then I engaged this wonderful artist, Ben Wu, to draw these gorgeous, drawings. And it's just it's just a sweet little book, and I'm so proud of it. And all of the Yolanda Nanda songs are based on mantras, and each has a different story. And it's just been going really, really lovely. And I wanted to sing some songs at the drag ball this year, but I guess we're not going to be.
Well, we're going to be doing something. We're going to be doing
cool.
something. So like
cool.
everything else, it'll be virtual, but
Yeah.
no, we'll be doing something. I'll be in touch with that. So about the Yolanda Nanda songs, can we go on your website and get those?
Yes. If you just go to yolanda.net, it just pops right up. Well, Queero is the first thing you'll see, and then you just follow the link to Yolanda Nanda, and it'll take you right there. Yeah.
So your book, has it been picked up by anyone major, or are they?
No, No, it's just me, like, just because I wanted to. It's a self-published, book. So all of the proceeds go, are split right in the middle between me and Ben Wu, the artist. You know what I mean? But, people have shown support for it, especially here in the city. And that's why I wanted to share it with y'all, because I've read it and sung my song, and at many a drag queen story hour event this year. And then people like it, and they go, go get it. So it's been a great opportunity to share this ally story, and people seem to like it. So I hope.
Well, I do know that there's a librarian from Key West who's watching right now, and I bet you Queero is going to be on their shelves pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's fascinating, and I'm sure some of the LGBTQ ally support groups in schools would like that as well. So that just sounds like a great project.
Thank you. It's been so much fun. And, the really amazing thing about the song that you heard, I mean, like, if you go to my website, you can hear the whole song. But it was actually produced by Jeff Jones, who is he's called the Jedi Master in the music industry. And like, he works with a group of songwriters in the city. And so I was in one of his events, and he loved this song. And the final remix that you'll hear on my website, and which was on the video, is his mix. And it's like, wow, okay, cool.
So how is moving to Vermont going to affect all the projects that you do there in the city?
Well, that's an interesting question. And, virtual reality for 2020 has really opened my eyes to help me understand, that I can do a lot of things. Now, in terms of, performing live, I will never, ever give that up. And of course, you won't either. And they'll have to drag us off stage, right? I know, right? But we don't know when that's going to be, and so in the meantime, I'm going to follow your lead and do some kind of something, not, what you're doing, but just be more involved online, with performing and stuff, just directly to people who like my music. So I'm probably going to just start with Facebook here in 2021 and just, go live.
Yeah, it's out there.
Look for me.
Yeah, Lucy Bell sends a copy to the St. Vincent LeMay Library in Beaver Pond.
Please do.
Might have to teach a few people to read, but that's not a bad thing. Well, Yolanda, thank you so much. We're going to have you back later on because I want you and Francois to be talking to each other. Because
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him. He's just
that's going to be something. Thank you very much. Take care.
See you later.
Take care. Yeah.